Let's try an experiment. First, close your eyes and let your head fall gently down. Come on, really do it. Okay, good. Now, imagine a time in your childhood when you felt like you were in an embarrassing or an unfair situation. Can you picture it? Think about the place, the people, the time. Think about the clothes people were wearing and the smells. Now, play a movie in your head. What happened? What was so unfair? Can you let your body, your mind, and your soul feel the misery, the pain, the headache, the heartache, and worst of all, the shame? Okay, open your eyes. Imagine that situation happened to you consistently every time you went on the internet. Imagine the build-up of feelings. Imagine how it could change your personality, your ability to achieve, and your whole future. This is the word of gender bias on the internet. Now, I will tell you a real story that I was a part of. You see, 4 years ago, I was only in the 6th grade. At that time, immature, introverted, and carefree is what really talks about me. And luckily, I also have a best friend whose name is V. And to me, she's the most beautiful, talented, and intelligent person that I've ever met. This was a memorable year for one horrible and miserable reason. V had been bullied in a way that was unimaginable to me. So, what happened to my friend, you might ask? Well, to begin with, I've known V since we were both in the kindergarten, and I must admit that I have always admired her for her confidence, friendliness, but also her sharp intellect. But it seems like the bullies didn't like that fact at all. They decided to bully V out for body shaming online. Just by creating a cruel and mocking scenario, already singled V out for body shaming. Can you believe that? From a very confident, friendly, always talkative to everyone, become an introverted, always shy, afraid to share her opinions to everyone. This is the result of body shaming. So which means these codes, angels, pushed my friend to the end by taking pleasure in raising their own status while destroying the self-esteem of an innocent Facebook user. So you just heard about these stories. What about me? I believe that all of you guys who are sitting here at least post once in your lifetime on the social media like Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. So whenever I post a picture of myself, or it's just a simple selfie, I often get some comments from so-called friends that focus and judge solely on my appearance. It's as if my beauty, my size, my clothing are the things that matters to them instead of my intellect or my opinion. As I surf the internet, I have noticed one thing is that female celebrities like Hoàng Thị Linh or Veronica Ngo are often judged more harshly than their male counterparts. For instance, if a female celebrity posts a picture of herself, even in a formal dress, people will criticize her for being attention-seeking, whereas a male celebrity posts a picture of himself in a tight shirt, people will praise him for his physique. It's so unfair. The story of V, Hoàng Thị Linh, and Veronica Ngo, in conjunction with my own experience, has brought home several key facts about the gender bias and the internet. We can see that the digital world has emerged into an important part of our lives, and social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook also become a prevalent platform for our communication, self-expression, and even activism. However, it also becomes a breeding ground for gender stereotypes and bias, which means that they maintain the gender inequality and affecting how individuals are perceived and treated online. So, you just heard about these stories, my story, and now let's examine some real-world facts. According to the National Science Foundation report, women remain underrepresented with only 28% of engineers and scientists in the US being women. Furthermore, in the tech industry, women hold only 25% of computing jobs. The National Center for Women and Information Technology went on to say that women who is working in the STEM fields also face issues like gender discrimination, online harassment, and lack of support, which to me, we must be addressed to encourage more women to let them pursue their dreams, but to also ensure the equal opportunities for all. Another inconvenient truth is that with the rise of the social media platforms has exposed our youth into a whole new world of challenges that related to gender. Cyberbullying, online harassment, and body shaming are just some of the issues that our youth face daily. Can you imagine the pressure to conform to gender norms and expectations can have a detrimental effect on our well-being, but also the mental health. As seen as the case of Suli, a famous idol in Korea, who committed suicide after facing body shaming and toxic comments. On the other hand, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Hadaya Nicole Green is an American physicist who is working to develop a cancer treatment by using the laser-activated nanoparticles. Green faced numerous obstacles on her path to become a physicist, and including being told that she was not smart enough to work in the STEM fields, but also experiencing discrimination as a Black woman who is working in the STEM fields. Despite these challenges, she persisted and is now making groundbreaking contributions to the cancer research. By now, I'm sure you're asking yourself that, what can I do to change things? Well, to be honest, it's all up to us to make a difference. We can also take concrete actions that will make a big difference. Today, I have 2 requests for my listening audience today. Number 1, you must admit that gender bias exists and examine your own bias. Take the time to reflect your own assumptions or prejudices that you may have toward a certain gender. Number 2, speak up against bias. If you witness someone who is making biased comments or who is engaging in a discriminatory behavior online, speak up against it. You can do this just by respectfully pointing out the gender bias and explain to them why it is so harmful and they shouldn't do it. Lastly, the takeaway of my talk today is that even with the smallest act of only kindness, fairness, and gender neutrality can have a significant impact on others. A simple gesture, such as a comforting hug or offering a help, could be the very reason why a victim chooses to continue living. Thank you for listening to my friend's story and considering the power of our actions.